Sam Schultz and myself. And there will continue to be reports as I've been informed by the Journal Times. And at some time in the near future, they hope to also sit down and have a recapitulation of what was discussed at that time. The first one was a president of the University of Maine at one of their locations. The second one was the gentleman out of Milwaukee Public Policy Forum. And this Wednesday's will be Rebecca Ryan, who is a futurist and is going to be speaking about different things going on that we can do. And the idea of what the whole event is to get the communities east of the interstate to work together and try to communicate and improve the entire area for the benefit of all of the communities. There are 7 different communities east of the interstate that are participating, and there will probably be further reports on it. But there have been some brief reports in the Journal Times, but those of you who can't attend, they are also providing streaming of these, I believe, on Facebook and everything, and that information has also been in the newspaper too. So this is not any secret activities. They did have a limited seating area of 120 people at the conference center out at Wingspread, and I hope that they will be extremely helpful.
Ken?
Okay.
No? Gary?
Yeah, Sean's right, there was limited seating, but I was able to view the live broadcast on Facebook. Wednesdays will be that way. You can also see the previous ones on their Facebook page. Relatively informative, worth watching to see how the communities could possibly muster support for each other. A lot of things to overcome, but they also allow you to send questions in from Facebook that the person on the other end can read out to the audience to have answers to it. So it is interactive and well worth the hour and a half I spent watching it. Second thing is, conspicuously absent besides our village president is the agenda item of appointing a trustee for tonight. I'm hoping I didn't talk to him, but I'm hoping he's considering the fact that this is such an important decision that all 6 of us really need to be here to make it. So going forward, I'm hoping that there's reciprocity in case any other board member isn't able to make a board meeting. And lastly, we've had a number of issues going on in the press as well as in the chat rooms. The number one thing that I want to try and get some clarification from in the upcoming days is the process of HR director and administrator and where we are with that. I hadn't really gotten what I call definitive clarification, and my reactions are going to be based on getting that definitive clarification in a very timely manner. That's it.
Okay, as a trustee report, I'll do my trustee report. Again, I follow up on some of your stuff here. I would like to see that kind of a change, a more positive thing, and this social media is going off the deep end. And I know people have taken pictures of me and referred to me as Sunny Pancake and all kinds of nonsense and cute little comical things on the internet. I think it's just foolishness. It's not really accomplishing anything for our village other than negative. Well, why don't we look at some positive stuff? I mean, it's just, I just find it hard to believe. And if you want to keep on doing it, I guess that's our right in this country to say anything we want. But I find it kind of disgusting, to be honest with you. There was another mention that I wasn't concerned about the village administrator. I certainly have been concerned about hiring a village administrator. I've talked about that many, many times. I haven't talked about it in the last 2 meetings because we have a new president and he has a right to take a look at it and get that on the agenda. And I feel that we need to get an administrator first before we get an HR person or we get a finance director. As in, we got Kay as a finance director, so that's not an issue right now. So that's really it. Again, try to stay positive and you will see more of me replying back, because again, if you don't stay with the truth, which you have not been, I will fire back. Right? And just stay with the truth, that's all I can ask. Okay, Finance Director, hey.
Yes, the May check register and the budget to actual report through June 21st is out on the website for your viewing. We're right on track for our budget versus our actuals. There's no huge swings or anything that I'm concerned about right at this time. We are going to get started on 2018 budgeting when we come back from 4th of July break. I'm sure the department heads will be thrilled. And we are just finishing up the 2016 audit in the next several weeks. We'll have the final audit field work done. So it's a little faster than it was for the 15 audit. That's all I got.
Gary, we'll start with you on standing committee reports.
Health Department, just working on a survey with various municipalities, waiting to get the results of that back. And CDA, talking about meeting semi-regularly, all in favor of that, just to keep a pulse on what's going on in the village.
Ken?
Civic Affairs with Anna Marie, waiting on seeing how things are going. We'll have a meeting coming up again. See, I see a lot of letters have gone out, lots of the people that have offered.
In addition to civic affairs, the people who have participated previously, each of us were assigned people to contact, and we have. And I would say the majority of those that were involved the last time are also going to be involved again this time. There were a couple exceptions in the music area that one person already, who was a music person, had been contracted for a wedding, and another one has been contracted for an out-of-town event. So one of them means that Elvis will not be in the house this year. Joint Parks, Jim Sabota will be here at next meeting in July to give a complete and detailed report on the Crowd Fest. There is a short report and the trustees have received and about the event. Basically, it was successful. There were over 9,000 people in attendance, even with the bad weather. But Jim has asked that he be able to give a report in July. And obviously, as you can see by the licenses we are approving tonight, the finance legal licenses also met, and the report was as we have giving those license reports tonight. That's all I have.
A couple different items. Stormwater is continuing to move forward on the Woods Creek engineering. And obviously we'll be working on the Lake Bluff erosion immediately. As soon as the contract is signed, we'll notify Terracon so they can start working on their engineering. That's all I got on that. John?
Stormwater, continuing to work on the bluff erosion project, as Sonny had stated. So looking forward to getting some resolution to that whole situation.
One thing I did miss here on from Civic Affairs, and I'm not sure if they've gotten yet, but there's talk that we're going to have a dump tank, and the interim village administrator, I think, has volunteered to be the first one. That's just my understanding. I could be wrong with that. At any rate, Mr. Administrator, you can answer back.
I don't think somebody's being very truthful with you.
Oh,
We're taking a vote, I'm sorry.
Nothing else on my end.
Nothing else. King, anything else?
Nope.
Steve? Scott in the back there? Nothing else?
Trustee Hagan?
Yep. Oh, yes, Burke.
I would just like to let Gary know that in state statute, it clearly states you need a majority of the board to be present to vote for an additional seat. So in
shouldn't be brought forward. If somebody's going on vacation and try to pull the quick one, which has been done in the past. and I-
Right, and, you know,
Yeah.
we learn from it.
Yeah, I would hope it worked.
I would hope so.
Okay, one last motion.
Move to adjourn.
Second?
Motion and a second. All in favor?